It was Christmas Eve when my mother pointed at the door and said, "Get out!" The room went quiet, just the soft hum of the fireplace, the clink of wine glasses, and the rustle of judgmental stares. "You're a disgrace," she added, her voice sharp, full of glass edges. "A single mom, and you show up here like you're still part of this family?" I didn't cry. I didn't argue. I just stood there, holding my son in one arm and a half-wrapped gift in the other. I looked at them, my brothers in tailored suits I paid for, their wives with designer bags I'd ordered for them, my mother wearing the Cartier bracelet she couldn't remember where she got. I said one word, "Okay," and I walked out into the snow. 5 years earlier, they were all living in cramped apartments, dodging debt collectors, blaming life for their mediocrity. And me? I was grinding, coding through contractions, taking meetings while breastfeeding. Turning a tech idea into a billion-dollar valuation wasn't glamorous, it was war. And when my company, Aurora Systems, finally exploded, they came crawling. "We always knew you'd make it. It's so inspiring what you've done for a single mother." I let them in, bought them homes, gave them salaries they never earned, called it family payroll, loyalty tax, I told myself. But the more I gave, the more entitled they became. They'd whisper when I walked into the room, roll their eyes when I mentioned the company, criticize my parenting, mock the fact that my son's father disappeared before the baby was born. Still, I stayed quiet. Until Christmas Eve. Until that night. The truth is, that wasn't the first time my mother called me a disgrace. She said it the night I told her I was pregnant. "You'll ruin yourself. You're nothing without a man." And maybe part of me spent the next decade trying to prove her wrong. But that night, standing in her living room surrounded by fake love and real hate, something snapped. I didn't go home. I went to my office, swiped my access card through frosted glass doors. The building was empty, dead silent, just me and my thoughts. My assistant had set everything up weeks ago at my quiet request. A kill switch protocol. I stared at the screen, hands steady. One tap, and every dependent transaction paused. My brother's mortgage? Frozen. My mom's credit card? Declined. My sister-in-law's salon lease? Voided. Every account they touched, I touched first. I was the silent signature behind every luxury they flaunted. So, I cut them off. The next morning, my phone rang non-stop. First it was texts, then voicemails, then threats. By noon, my mother was pounding on the security gate of my estate, demanding answers like I owed her one. I let her wait in the cold, just like she made me. 3 days later, I invited them to a family meeting at my corporate HQ. Conference Room A, floor-to-ceiling windows, marble table. Seats for 12. They came dressed down this time, no designer brands, just panic. My mother spoke first. "How dare you humiliate us like this?" I looked her straight in the eye. "You humiliated yourselves." Then I slid a folder across the table. Inside, screenshots of my brother siphoning funds into a crypto scam. Emails of my mother selling insider stories about me to tabloids. Recordings of them calling me an unfit mother in hopes of pushing me out of my own board. I watched the blood drain from their faces, one by one. Then I said, "I brought you into the empire. I can erase you from it." They tried to interrupt. I held up one finger. "For years, I let you eat at my table. You mocked me with full mouths, called me weak, unstable, alone." I stood, slow and deliberate. But I'm not alone. I have an army of lawyers, a team of executives, and a board that trusts me. I'm not the girl you threw out for getting pregnant. I'm the woman who built an empire while you were too busy counting my money. And then I dropped the final document, a formal notice revoking every financial tie, every property, every corporate access. Effective immediately. They begged. My mom sobbed. My brother screamed. My sister-in-law threatened lawsuits. I didn't flinch. Security walked them out. That night, I made hot cocoa for my son. He was playing with the same toy car I couldn't afford when I was a kid. He looked up at me and smiled. "Are we happy now?" he asked. I knelt down, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "Yes, we are." People think revenge is loud, messy, explosive. But real revenge? It's quiet. It's precise. It's signing one document and erasing a lifetime of disrespect. They'll never recover. And I won't apologize. Because when they told me I was nothing without them, they forgot they were everything because of me. And now, they're nothing again.